So how to fix your returns in advance? And is that even possible? Can you go and buy stock and go to the management and ask them, listen, I'm just looking for this amount of interest. Can you fix it to me? Can you guarantee me just to get the same returns? So if I'm buying this stock at 100, can you make sure that every year is going like, by 8%, 8%, 8%, so I can beat the marketplace? Is that possible? So probably not, right? And the same thing with rentals, right? Or the same is dividend. No one's gonna guarantee a dividend for you. Of course, people, dividend stocks, when they offer dividends, they want to encourage investors like you to be loyal to the company, but they cannot guarantee that. And like in the rental market, can you guarantee a rent? Is that like rent guarantee? Can you guarantee whether the rent gonna increase every year by 3% with inflation? Is that even possible? Can you guarantee that there's not gonna be any unknown or something you're not gonna have any surprises in the next 10 years? Is that possible? So you're gonna have the same tenant every year. You're gonna increase their rent by 3%. No maintenance issues. You're gonna have the same property manager. There's not gonna be any problem. No one's gonna call you, right? And you're gonna get the same return. Is that even possible? Okay. When I used to live in Australia, so during the time, the real estate market wasn't that good. So what builders used to do, they used to guarantee the rent for the first 3 years. Okay, so then they could buy this product, and you can have a guaranteed yield for this amount of time. And the reason why they're doing that, they are targeting unsophisticated, uneducated investors. Basically, they sold their house on a premium. Okay, and after this 3 years period, their rent dropped to the market rent. It was a scam or something, and they're not legitimate builders, but just the marketing tactics. And the same thing you can see now these days. When builders cannot sell the product, what they're doing, we're gonna guarantee the interest rate, right? So you're not going to pay for 6 or 7 what the market is offering now. You're not going to offer 6 or 7. We guarantee 4% for the next. They don't say. We guarantee your rent or your interest for 4%. But basically, it's like there is expiration date on that. After 2 or 3 years, going back to what the market's going to offer you. That's just like a discount, okay? But luckily, I found something that you can guarantee. You can guarantee your yields, okay? So let's think about it. When you're buying a rental and you are taking a loan from the bank, and you can choose a fixed rate, right? So you can fix your rate for the next 20 years, 30 years. So think about from the bank perspective. So the bank basically fixes income for the next 30 years. Okay? Do you think it's brilliant? So all the risk, so the investor or the landlord has so much risk with the house, with the market, with the interest rate, with the tenant, with the property manager. But what about the bank? Okay, the bank told the landlord, hey, Mr. Landlord, I'm going to charge you 6% for the next 30 years. That's my income. He's fixing their income. He basically just back everything with paperwork, and paperwork is going to be recorded in the county. It's very simple. Okay, the bank has predictable. He has a certainty that he's going to get these returns over time, unless the buyer going to sell the house or refinance down the road, or going to get foreclosed, but the lender going to get his property. Okay, so you can be the same. You can be the bank. You can be like this bank. Okay, basically, instead of being the investor, you are changing seats. Okay, instead of being the investor, you're becoming the landowner, the money source for the people. And you don't want to be the real estate investor because you have lots of headaches over there. There are a lot of things they need to make sure. Okay, as a lender, it's pretty simple. You just need to set up the paperwork to make sure that both sides agreed on the terms or the interest rate and all the nuances of it. Everything is fixed, everything is recorded, and off you go. And what you need to do as a private lender, as a bank, just sit and wait for the checks to come every month. Okay, and if something happens to the property, it's not your problem. The property insured, right? If it's a house, okay, so you would need to make sure the landlord has insurance in place. If not, there are also other options what you can do. But it's not your problem. It's extremely passive, okay? Like, when was the last time the bank called you? Let's assume you are paying on time every month. When was the last the bank called you to do something? Also, the bank don't work directly with the landlords, okay? They have a servicer company, okay? So they are going to send you the reports and all this kind of stuff. It's like a property management firm just for the loan. Okay? So they are doing all the work, all the heavy lifting, all the operation for the bank, for the lenders. So it doesn't need to do anything. You just getting the payments from the servicing company, and they are making sure that everything is being collected on time. And if you are late with your payments as a lender, they just need to enforce you to the legal paperwork so you're gonna pay on time. So if you want to think about maybe doing something different, right? Instead of, like most of the people just talking about how to invest, instead of becoming an investor, maybe you're gonna become a lender and just buy yourself a peace of mind. That's the main thing, okay? With investing, it's not just about the money. It's about how this investment or how this lending gonna affect your lifestyle, okay? My lifestyle is very important for me. I don't want to have all this anxiety, sleepless nights like I used to have in the past when I invested in the real estate. Too many things can happen, okay? Maybe when the people are gonna sell you the idea of this, they don't tell you this kind of stuff, but too many things can happen, okay? And I don't want to have it. So if you can allocate a portion of your portfolio to lending, so you're allocating a portion of your portfolio to lending, you're reducing your stress level, your anxiety level. If you want to bet on high returns, that's fine. You can allocate a small portion of your funds to get some home runs if you're gonna get. That's great. But you need to also make sure you have some peace of mind. If you want to continue to learn about private lending, follow us over here. Talk to you soon.